Okay, God's incredible commandment. This is God's family plan number 2 of 24. Hello, everybody. I'm Jim McCotter. Welcome. In Deuteronomy 5:16, God said, "Honor your father and your mother as the Lord your God has commanded you, so that you may live long and that it may go well with you." End quote. God's fifth commandment is incredible. And there are at least 9 reasons what make it so very unique. Number 1, it is the first commandment after honoring God. Number 2, it's the only commandment of all the 10 commandments that commands who you should specifically honor here on earth. Number 3, it's the only commandment of all the 10 commandments that comes with an amazing promise from God. Number 4, God gives no greater promise in all the Bible for how to have a life on earth that will go, quote, long and well. Number 5, God's civil law punishment for not honoring a father and mother is the death penalty in both the Old Testament and the New Testament by Moses, Jesus, and the Apostle Paul in Exodus 21:17, in Matthew 15:4, in Mark 7:10, and in Romans 1:30 and 31. Number 6, God says he will curse and destroy any nation in the world if a critical mass of fathers in that nation are not giving their hearts to their children and the children are not giving their hearts to their fathers. Malachi chapter 4, verse 6. Number 7, in the order and priority of the 10 Commandments, God puts honoring parents above honoring anyone else on earth other than honoring God himself. Number 8, the bottom half of the 10 Commandments are all negative commands, not to kill or not to steal, etc. It's the only commandment for what to do for anyone on earth, to honor your father and mother. Number 9, God puts honoring your father and mother before and above all the other commandments after it, which are murder, adultery, stealing, lying, and coveting. God could make his fifth commandment any more powerful or important than this? I don't think so. God says in Proverbs 28:24, anyone who steals from his father and mother and says, "What's wrong with that?" is no better than a murderer. End quote. But what really is a father and mother's most valuable asset to them for anyone to steal? God says, Proverbs 22:1, quote, a good name is more desirable than great riches. To be esteemed is better than silver or gold. End quote. So if a son or daughter is not actively honoring, esteeming their father and mother, that son or daughter is actively stealing from their father and mother their most valuable and great riches, their honor. God then says that such a son or daughter, if they don't honor, they're no better than a murderer. Does what God said here sink into us? No better than a murderer? Really? Have we ever thought much about what God says here? Questions. 1, which one of the above 9 reasons affects you most in thinking about God's fifth commandment being so incredible? 2, can you think of any other reasons that might make God's fifth commandment so incredible? Number 3, have you ever thought what asset your parents really value more than anything else in their life? Number 4, a son or daughter that is not actively honoring their father and mother is compared to what kind of a person? Here's the memory verse to conclude on, Proverbs 22:1 and 28, verse 24. Quote, a good name is more desirable than great riches. To be esteemed is better than silver or gold. And anyone who steals from his father and mother and says, "What's wrong with that?" is no better than a murderer. End quote.